We have some big topics early morning. When we talk about transparency, I really want to start with the status quo of it. Where are we right now? How do you perceive it? How has it maybe also changed over time? That's something I want to hear and learn from all of you. But maybe, Barbara, you want to get started with that.
Okay, thank you. What is the status quo of the traceability at the moment? So I would say complicated. Yeah. So the supply chain is a complicated story. So supply chain is not only you know exactly where you buy and then it is. So you buy something, but sometimes you don't know, is this now produced here or not? So there are subcontracting is going on, converter are going on, so trader, so you don't know really what you don't know, and this is the most complicated thing on the supply chain. And I think there are also some statistics, Philip,
Yes,
that really shows that it's not on a high-level state, the transparency.
absolutely. So happy to chip in since I'm the representative of the tech providers here in the room. So of course, data is our topic. A couple of weeks ago, or months, 2 months ago, I was at the Cascale conference, and we supported in a research study regarding supply chain transparency and traceability. And there we found out that actually less than 50% of the brands today have visibility beyond tier 1. So to be exact, it's 48% only. And less than 20% of the brands have visibility beyond tier 2. Right? So we are still very, very far away from real supply chain do you still hear me? Oh, yeah. From real supply chain transparency. I do believe, though, that the outdoor industry is a bit more advanced than many other verticals within the fashion industry. I think historically, I mean, for you, the performance of the materials and the components that you're using is so important that you have to have a close relationship with the material providers. So that gives you a great advantage in terms of supply chain transparency. When we look into other verticals, more on the fast fashion side and so on, I think they don't need that visibility in terms of quality. So that's the status quo from our side.
So a complicated status quo right now. Bettina, has it always been like that, or has it even been more complicated in the past? Are things getting better?
Yes, when we started with sustainable supply chain management, it was really manual data collection, and we struggled a lot with that because manual data collection is a headache. Mm-hmm. And now we have upcoming solutions, IT solutions, tech solutions that really help to get all the data nearly in time. Mm-hmm. But it's still a headache, and it's still a way to go.
Nick, still a way to go. You're working hard on that, right? A lot of efforts that brands have to put in. How is your perspective from Patagonia viewpoint?
Yeah, for me, I think that what we're living through right now is what you could call an inflection point. The work that we've been doing in supply chain traceability for the last 8 years or so very often was done, as Bettina said, manually. Excel spreadsheets, emails, calls, audits, etc. And that was very often done for due diligence, either to back up your content claims, or else it was done also for strategy, for internal strategy, trying to have an impact in your supply chain. Now things are very different. Now we are faced with a whole raft of regulations. We're obviously focused a lot on the EU, but this is something that it's global, and it will spread. Also, the positive impact of tech is something that will much improve the efficiency of all of this process. And now that we're just at the baby steps of this. So I think that we will see a lot of change within the next 5 years and 10 years. It will look nothing like what we saw in the previous 10. Yep. So it's an exciting time.